Greetings everyone, it is I, Kikoskia, welcoming you to a stream. The pre-stream to be exact, where you have the opportunity to get here, get comfortable and get ready for me to realise I haven't closed the window. Hang on. I'm a professional! Hello Saprook, hello TomTom, Adosaurio, Derpy. Cosmic there, right at the top there. Hello! How are you all? I hope you are well. Time to live at the punchline? Forget the line, just punch is enough. Hello everyone, hello! How are you all today? I don't know if I actually have the volume set to 50. I don't remember. It's fine. It all sounds fine, I take it. Fist! Hello, Melting City. It's quite warm here, actually. El Punch! TMTVL as well. Did I mention I burnt my finger getting food out the oven? No! I hope your finger gets better soon. I have also managed to nick my fingers with sharp blade twice over the last few days. Both are healing just fine. They're nothing like the thumb injury I had a good few months ago. Hello Ada, how you doing? Hope you are doing well today. So, Punch indeed, when last we left the Intrepid party... Punch, I prefer cider. Well, unfortunately, not a lot we can do about that. So, when last we left the Intrepid party, we have things that need repairing. We also have a few things that need fixing. And a couple of items that we just sort of need to hold on to. If I give you the staff, you're not going to use it, are you? No, you're not going to use it. Arcane sword. Don't really need to hold on to this arcane sword anymore. We could sell that. I think last time our party got mistaken for wondering what a bird was slaying everything. Hey, that's just bears trying to get us. And there's Tiny Train World with Prime Gaming. 43 months and a 43-month streak. Thank you very much. Punchy Punch Orcman time. You're not wrong. And remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, which means you have a Prime sale. You spend anyone like you, spend it on me. Give me Jeff Bezos' money. Hey, every time it's people either trying to mug us or random animals trying to kill us. Every time. Also, we need to sell some things. We're in the right area to sell things. We actually are. We could totally sell these things here. Also, that's a bin. It's been a long time since I've needed to go through bins. Alright, let's just sell the... You are not interested in these things. Huh. I wonder how I get you interested in those items. Well, Arcane Sword we can absolutely get rid of. Falchion we can absolutely get rid of. An unidentified mace we should probably... Yeah, the clothes store will buy our necklaces. Marvellous. That's good, because I want to sell... Ooh, it's expensive. I want to sell that. I want to sell this. You'll only take 2... You know what? You can have it anyway. That's fine. You can have it. We'll put Jeff Bezos... I mean... I appreciate the Bezo bucks. I always appreciate the Bezo bucks. This is a dagger. We literally don't want that. I don't even know why you picked that up. We don't need this Dorian amulet. We have a couple of just unidentified things. I am doing well, thank you. Also, if I want to make some space, I need to get you to hold on to my armor. Yeah, that puts you under moderate encumbrance. But that's fine. We are going completely the wrong way. It's also getting quite late, but I think we'll have time enough to get all the stuff we need to get done. Things are going well, yes. We are rapidly approaching the end game, which is good because we're level 48, 2 levels away from maximum. Oh yeah, we're gonna get attacked, aren't we? Yeah, we should totally help this guy. He's being attacked by these orcs. There we go. There we go. Sorted. And he literally doesn't care. Remember when we had a full Iron Mine's worth of Assassin Cult amulets? Yeah. Yeah, I remember those times. We don't have to worry about them anymore. Didn't get a single bit of thanks, by the way, from that guy that we saved the life of just then. We saved his life. Doesn't care. No thanks. Literally none. Ah, well. So, what is this? It's a Mystic Mace, which is actually kind of good. Anything else? An unidentified axe? We totally want to figure out what that is. They happened to be in Skyrim quite a few times, I can imagine. Right, let's... There you go. What is this? An arcane axe, which is also pretty handy. Anything else to identify? I know you have a few things that need identifying. That and this staff that's probably not going to be super fantastic. Right. Diseased chainmail. Ugh. And a shaman. Ugh. Ugh. That is not a good item. 0 out of 10 would not recommend equipping that. Wouldn't even give that to Virgil. Right, we also have to deal with our daily allocation of dread armor. Yep, there's our dread armor. Right. So I know that this merchant will take some of our things. This is complete your Discworld playthrough. Game reminded me of Deponia with slapstick and cynicism. Yeah, Discworld succeeds wonderfully in capturing the magic of Terry Pratchett's disc, including all of the strange, bizarre moon logic that works in the disc because the disc. Alright, so we sell this to you. We'll sell that to you as well. We'll also sell the terrible cursed chainmail, because it's terrible and cursed and chainmail. Yep. This does not have to... Ah! The disc does not have to explain. But it does explain. And that is the joy. It has internal logic. And because the internal logic remains consistent, even the things that seem outlandish and strange work. Yeah, it's not our logic, but it is logic. I caught the murder in Wilhelm just about he was about to get grandma. Oh great, another wanderer. Yep. No appreciation, I tell you. No appreciation. You go to all this effort, and they just get mad. I mean, at least you don't have people literally hating you. Which everyone... Ooh, that's expensive. But I've got to sell it, because I need the money. So, Arcane Axe. This as well. That's cool. And that's really cool. Anything else you want to sell? I suppose we can sell this stick while I'm at it. Don't need it. Okay, let's barter. Would you... You don't want the stick. What do you have? A shield of force. Ooh. Ooh. I mean... It's probably better than what you're currently using, which is... Apparently this is a bit too mighty for you. I don't mind, it's fine. You're not strong enough, that's fine. Belief just has to be strong enough, yep. Which is great in the game when Rincewind does the thing. Gambling +1, crit chance plus... That's pretty good, I'm buying that. That's just a pretty cool ring. I wonder if we can use that. You know what? Give me that ring. I want that ring, But I want this ring as an option. Also, we do want to sell this Dorian amulet. We don't want this. Ooh, pretty expensive, though. Actually, I'm going to keep it. But I will sell you this ruby ring. And all these diamonds. Because I'm probably not going to need any of them. I mean, this emerald you can have. This ruby you can have. That emerald. That emerald. Keep that gem. Another diamond. I never gamble, though. It's the crit chance that I want. Yeah, the game is good, Polybius. I quite like it. Cure All is good. Do I have anything else that I want to sell while I'm here? I suppose I could sell this fancy ring. Staff of Healing is quite nice. But why did you pick that back up? I don't know why you picked that back up, but you did. Katana is fine. Okay, I think everything else is... I mean, you could hold on to that, I guess. Anyway, we now need to go... Oh yeah, I forgot to sell that ring. Should sell that. Right. Oh, you're not interested in it. You haven't identified the other magic ring. Wait, I have another magic ring? That's a magic ring. Where's the other ring that I have? Oh, that ring! Yes, I should identify that ring. Ah, can't identify it here, though. And I do need to head over to... Caledon so I can get my stuff repaired. Then I need to go over to Blackroot. It's going to be a couple thousand gold, but it's much better to do that than spend time. Could get this ring identified in Caledon. Would that save me time? It might save me a little bit of time. Also, there's no point me wearing this right now. I can get my armor back. There we go. Now, let's go to Caledon, get stuff repaired. Greetings. Tarrant certainly is an amazing city. Aye, that it is. Did you get a chance to behold the great iron beastie, the train? I did. But I spent most of my time at the Wellington. I see you be one that enjoys the finer things life has to offer. May I beg your vessel? Yep. Caledon, please. Passage for 7? Let's go. Yeah, round trip's gonna cost me a lot, but I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money. We should also just advance time by an hour. You just do not heal, do you? Not very quickly. But you also don't get hurt very often either. Right, I want to go over there. Get our items identified. This is when this ring is amazing. And I'm like, ooh. We shall see how good this ring is. It will, but it'll be alright. Alright. So. Oh no. I'm a little too far over. Or am I? Hang on, if I go down here... Oh no, I'm actually in the right place. It's just I can barely see because it's dark. Right. Your inanimate fire. I must get this ring identified. Oh. Well, that's a thing. But it also means you can't heal. It's alright. We'll be repairing that in a moment. It's a ring that provides invisibility, but entirely nullifies healing. Which kind of makes sense considering what it's a reference to. In fact, it absolutely makes sense considering what it's a reference to. So, let's pop out of town, get some stuff repaired. Because that guy out of town is never... Mental note, make sure we get the cure for the werewolf. If we get the opportunity, make sure we get the cure for the werewolf. Do not want to forget that. Because we very easily could. Hi! Please repair my stuff. Excellent. I also need to repair a lot of other things. This needs repairing. That needs repairing. Yes, please. Yes, please. We also need... Do you need your armor repairing? Yep, that got damaged. No, I'd rather cure them in a way that doesn't kill them. You know? Rather not kill them. So, repair and repair. You can now have these back. Nothing else of yours, I think, is really damaged. No. What about you? Anything of yours that's damaged? Yes, actually. Just that, however. And you will repair this mighty artifact for 2 whole gold. Also, why do you keep picking that up? I don't know, but none of your stuff is damaged. That's damaged. It is the only thing of yours that is damaged, which can be repaired, fortunately, for 7 whole gold. And lastly, damaged. And that's it. Magnus has been just fine. I've had no complaints about him. Also, can you make something for me?
How can I help you?
You can make... Pure ore bounce... No, it's, guns with the mechanical. Eye gear, that's all you can make. Okay, that's fine. No price is how he stays... I mean, he charges a pittance. He is charging a pittance for what he does. Now we need to briefly deploy our spider friend. Who I don't think actually does any healing, but there we are. Please heal. He, oh. Look at how quickly Magnus is gaining stuff. Anyway, need to quickly click on our arachnid friend. Pick him up. If you'll move, Sog. Thank you. And then I can redeploy him. And he heals Magnus again. So yeah, he only does it once, but he's a really good way to just, you know, heal forever. He gets so many customers. I mean, he did also invent airplanes, so gotta give him some credit. He did invent airplanes. Alright, so what we need to do now is we need to go back to Tarrant so that we can then go to Blackroot. Passage to Tarrant. No one believed him until we found evidence. Now we have evidence that validates his statements that he invented those flying machines because we have pictures of the flying machines. No, he did. You go to Blackroot directly? Nah, we'll walk. We'll walk. We might find things we can punch. Maybe some bears will come after us. You know, bears. Yeah, so this is a world without computers, Mr. Mega Halsey, so it's not possible for it to be photoshopped like that. Yeah. Also, he can just literally create another aeroplane. Now that people will actually fund him again. And then he'll be like, look! My airplanes work! So, Blackroot is... I have forgotten where Blackroot is. There it is! I remember where Blackroot is now. It's over here. Let's go! Can't take the train after all. Can't teleport. Gotta walk. See, stream starts as we mean to carry on, folks, with travelling. And nobody is deciding to attack us. They're either very foolish or they're very wise. And we're here. So, where would he be? I mean, he could be on his boat. Boats are over there. How far is Kiko from max level? 1.5 levels. Chances of me attaining max level? Pretty high. I mean, there's going to be lots of encounters on the island, I'm sure. Hi. I must not have heard you correctly. Excuse me, what are my manners? I don't know what I could possibly have been thinking. What may I do for you? What's your name, sir? I am the master shipbuilder here in Blackroot. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Shipbuilder? Do you have any ships for sale? Why, yes, I do, as a matter of fact. We had just finished building this one right here. It's a steel at 50,000 coins. I don't have that much coin. Perhaps you can work something out? I'm truly sorry, but I have no epic adventure to send you on to retrieve a magical family heirloom. Ha! 50,000 is the price, and that is final. Well, bye. Well, no boat for us. Shipyards of Blackroot are quite impressive. That they be. You'll never find a finer ship than one made here in Blackroot. Why, this very ship is built in Blackroot. Never a final vessel sailed. She appears to be rather new. Have you had her long? She been sailing the seas for nigh 8 years. I do my best to keep her ship shape. You got a good eye on you to notice that quality. So, where is the guy I need to find? Because he's not here. He might be in a tavern, if I were to guess. Bandit. Ah, there he is. Well, well, if it isn't me old friend. A friendly face is what I've been needing to see, matey. The days have been dark since we last sailed. What's happened, Captain Teach? I lost my boat, matey. Went and got too drunk one night and found myself a-gambling with Killian Drake, an old sea captain who knows his way around a dice game. He played me, matey. He played me a fool and I lost my boat. Do you think he cheated? Oh, I don't know if old Drake's a cheat. He's just lucky. But the luckiest old sea dog I ever did meet. I can't be calling a man a cheat just because the dice landed his way. Maybe I could help, and I may need to call in that favour. That's mighty nice of you, matey. And you know if there's anything I can do for you, old Teach will do it. Thank you. I need to get to the island of Thanatos. Thanatos? It's even crazier than wanting to go to the Isle of Despair. But I'm figuring it's important, and I know it's the way Mr. Bates would want it. I suppose there are a couple of different ways you might get there. Or he could buy a boat from a shipbuilder here in Blackroot, which ain't cheap. What are my options? Well, you might be able to get a dice game with old Drake, but he's no rubber leg when it comes to the dice. He's lucky, and he plays at big stakes. I wouldn't be a tossing with him unless you're feeling real lucky. And he won't be a playing with just anyone. Old Drake knows a gambler when he sees one. Alright, and the other solution? Well, I'm a little leery even mentioning it. It's not something I even like to think about, but much less spill out of my blowhole. But you seem to need some help, and I owe you one. I'd really appreciate any help you might be able to give. Did I ever tell you the story of how I came to own the Gypsy Shadow? No, you wouldn't tell me of it before. Well, that was before all you've been through. Would you like to hear it now? Surely. Well, of course I will. Well, matey, by the time I could start growing a beard, I'd sailed from one end of this land to the other, from the southern shores of Weeping Maidens to the northern ice-choked waters of Bajalis Hump. Ain't nothing of the sea I hadn't seen, and most of it twice. Yes, carry on. At the time, I was running ale out of Caledon, first mate for a mean and crusty old captain who went by the name of Jake Skellybones. Half pirate, half devil, with the mouth of a blue-gilled she-demon and the breath to match. Jack used to drink so much that we'd pray for tailwinds. If the journey'd take too long, he'd start drinking the prophets. Sounds like quite a character. That'd be the truth, matey. Old Jack would fight you if he thought you breathed on him wrong. He had more scars in his face than most men had all over, and he could tell you the story of each one, that never were they the same. He was a hard man, but fair to his crew, and he loved the sea, matey, almost as much as he loved his boat, the Gypsy Shadow. What happened to him, Captain? Well, one night, we was all drinking in the Sour Barnacle down Blackroot way. Old Jack got real drunk and started with his stories, and as the night got on, the tales grew taller and we laughed harder and we were all having a grand time. And so, Jack had one too many and started saying how he was the greatest pirate on the seas of Arcanum, and how if there was anyone who thought they were crustier, then he'd have something to say about it. And what happened then? Well, he started spitting and hollering, and then after upending every table in the place, he said that he was the greatest pirate who'd ever lived. Tougher than Ruby Black and Black Sam Bellamy, and even meaner than Stringy Pete himself. Not Stringy Pete! Yeah, we punch. That is what we do. We punch. Stringy Pete, who's he? I don't talk much about him. I'll just say that Stringy Pete was the meanest, cold-blooded, murdering pirate who ever put to sail, and be done with it. There are stories and legends, and most of them are true. He's been dead for more than 200 years, and people still whisper his name when they talk about him. So, what of Jack Skellybones? Well, after he said that, no one much felt like drinking after, and we put Jack to bed. You see, a pirate is mean, but he knows what to be joking about and blustering about, and calling out to the ghost of Stringy Pete ain't one of them. So, well, a week or so later, we were out to sea, and it was the moon, it was dark, and a strange westerly had appeared, and brought in the bank of low clouds, thick as lamb's stew. And then we saw the other ship, just a-resting off for starboard, sound as death, and as still as if she were anchored. Her sails tattered, her timbers rotted, and then we heard the screams. What happened? We found old Jack in his cabin with 2 daggers in him, one for each eye, and a sign of the evil eye carved into his chest, the very sign old Stringy Pete used to leave on his victims. We ran out to see who was on the other boat, but it was gone. Had taken the clouds and the westerly with it. That's rather frightening. Being first mate, I took command and ownership of the Gypsy Shadow. Never laid eyes on the other boat since, and I hope never to. What does this have to do with me getting to Thanatos? Do anyone tell you I'm a voice of a DM? Well, I do some DMing occasionally, Punker Jim. It's almost like I've been creating content for a decade and a half, one way or another. No, we're called Krathnar. That is our name. What does that have to do with me getting to Thanatos? I'm saying I seen his boat, and I know it to be real. If you could get his boat without getting yourself run through by his ghost, you'd have yourself a boat. Seems a bit flimsy. How do you find a ghost's pirate boat? Years ago I found a secret cove, and there, on a beach, there was an unmarked grave. Unmarked except for a sign of the evil eye, which is the sign Stringy Pete used to carve on his victims. I got out of there fast without even looking for treasure. That could have been the place where he was buried, and if it was, it said most spirits return to their graves. At the very least, I might find some clues. Yes, matey, I agree. Here, I'll mark your map with the location of the cove. Looks like you have a few options. Buying, gambling, or Stringy Pete. I don't like any of them, but good luck. Thanks, Captain. I'll keep you abreast of the situation. I mean, I do DM on Saturdays. You'd have to ask my players what I'm like. So, hello, Deus. Yeah, we're gonna steal a ghost ship. I don't want to buy one. I don't rate my gambling chances. We're gonna all leap out of a window because that's what we do. We are going to steal a ghost ship. Seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, but we didn't find it. So it doesn't matter. We're not doing that quest. Alright, we just need to... Yeah, I was wondering when you were gonna fight me. But you're dead now. Anyway... Yeah, I have 10 fate points. I've not spent a single one. We haven't spent one fate point the entire time we've played. So... where do we need to go? Okay. Stringy Pete's Cove is there. Let's go. We tried to use one, but it didn't work. Yep, so we've just hoarded every single one. Anyways, you need a fist points. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And then there's Old Dragon with 17 people. He raids. He doesn't bring rat people, but he does bringeth the ham. And sometimes he brings pickles. But most importantly, he brings his awesome community. Thank you ever so much, Old Dragon. Oh look, it's orcs. Orcs are gonna punch us. And then we make the orcs explode. Thanks for the ham, Old Dragon. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. What were you getting up to today? Was it more trading on the high seas? We're about to go steal a dead person's boat. A ghost boat. Also, you exploded. And yeah, you're gonna get out of there too late. Yay, more XP. Oh, look, more orcs! So yeah, basically orcs have replaced the Molochian hand. They indeed have replaced the Molochian hand. So I know the OPs. Early ones were Kiko the player. More recently, Kiko the DM narrator. I have changed over time. Virgil, no, we're gonna steal the boat, okay? This boat is Hey, it's mountain lions. I'm about to say cougars. Mountain lions. Can I? There you go. Why, yes, I did make 3 mountain lions explode by kicking them once. Feel free to quote that. So, it's time to go punch a ghost. Oh, you have made a terrible mistake. Oh, yeah. Anyway, back to punching things. Oh, a huge horde of timberwolves. Yep. And now the rest of them are gonna die. Anyone remember what... Oh! Alias would be here to remember them. Yeah, I'm aware a finger is one of them. What was the other one? What was the other one? I can't add them myself because... Yeah, I can't add them myself. Because I can't minimize the game too many times. I will get them. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm aware of Finger. You probably want to capitalize the... Yep, well, good news, traps. Yeah, that's another good one. So... Trap masters don't need milk. That is true. They do not need milk. Well, big wooden object. Folks, I don't know about you, but this does indeed look like a big wooden object. I think they might not have labeled this correctly. It's big and it's wooden. Feel free to add a quote that is just big wooden object. No context, big wooden object. And it takes us to here. Great. Ah! Cool. This is probably... Oh my, he's level 50. Okay. Stringy Pete is level 50. This is going to be interesting. Hi. You see a spirit in front of you. It is a skeleton, dressed in tattered rags and a large black hat and wielding an evil-looking saber. Its eyes glow with an unholy light. Ah, who be treading upon me grave? Who be trying to get your hands on me treasure? Prepare to die, ye landlubbing goat herder. No one sees the evil eye of old Pete and lives. I mean, I could take his boat. But I could also just talk to him. Folks, question, if I actually try and talk to him, he's not going to want to talk to me, is he? He's going to want to kill me. I mean, I could try and talk to him. I'm not here to take anything, I just want to talk. Talk? What would a rubber-legged bilge-fish like you want to be a-talking about with a ghost of Stinky Pete? I've been a-sailing the seas of Arcanum for more than 200 years, and I drink blood ale and gnaw on the bones of priests and maidens. I'm not be a-looking to talk. I just need a moment to explain. To explain? What you be needing to explain, matey? You be digging around me bones and looking for me treasure. To a pirate, that'd be worse than a finding you baiting your hook with me wife. I'm only here because I need your boat. Me boat? I cared for my wife less than this boat. Why in the name of all that's unholy would I give ye my boat? You're speaking gibberish, and I'm a more in earful of it. A soul as tormented as me own got little patience for the blubberings of a living. I'll not hear it again. Tormented? Don't you enjoy being a bloodthirsty pirate ghost? Enjoy it? Are you daft, matey? I was the crustiest, meanest, most bloodthirsty pirate who ever lived, and none of what I did when I was alive compared to the things I've seen dead. What have you seen? I've seen all the souls of the dead who walk this world, and I see the souls are all my victims, and they torment me as I still be a torment in the living, and it be their pain I feel every day and every night on these glassy seas, and their dead eyes that be staring out at me from their murky depths. And who has cursed you to this fate? I cursed myself! I spilt the blood of innocents, desecrated holy places, and the worst thing I ever did, broke a pirate's oath. Even without the first two, I deserve what I got because of the last. I shouldn't even call myself a pirate after what I did. So you're saying you don't want to be here? No! But I've got no choice. I was cursed, matey, from the day I died to sail the seas forever, a-haunting those souls who be taking my name in vain, to strike terror in the purer heart, to be giving little ones nightmares. Is there a way to break this curse? Break the curse? And why would you want to do that, matey? Why would one such as ye want to be helping the evil ghost, old Stringy Pete? Your boat, Captain. I need your boat. Explains. Oh, explains. How long is this going to go on for? Explains. He's going to be at this a while, I'm afraid. You're going to have to wait. Wait, you were that sweary? Yes, it was a different time. Explains. Wait, how many of them exploded? Explains. And you left that quest because it wasn't properly coded? Interesting. That is quite a story, and one I'd not be inclined to believe when I was flesh and bone. But shatter my squid's beak if I hadn't seen stranger things since. Perhaps there's something we might do here. And any help you might have would be greatly appreciated, Captain. Well, I can't be giving up this boat on account of the curse. It'd be my fate to sail these old timbers until the end of time. But I know a way we might break that curse if you'll be willing to do a little legwork. What needs to be done? Well, there are 3 things, if my suspicions are correct. 3 wrongs to right and the curse will be broken. Well, tell me of them. Which one do you want to hear about? Oh boy, we have tasks. What about the first one? The first is easy. I told you. I killed many an innocent in my time. A good and pure man by the name of Jonas Williamson. Killed him for the silver buckles on his boots, but mostly for the sport of it. I laughed when he bled to the gutter, crying out to me that I spared his family. That's pretty vicious, Pete. How do you make that right? Well, his family, they fell on hard times without him, and the Williamsons been poor ever since. You need to dig up my treasure, including those silver buckles, and give them to whoever is left of the Williamsons. My treasure is buried a little north of here. Where are the Williamsons? Here, I'll show you on your map. And they still live there. I know they still live here. I've sailed by there in the years since I died. It'd not be a nice place. Anything else? Yes, don't be thinking you can keep some of the treasure for yourself. These curses, they be old and smart, and if you be trying to cheat them, then I'm still going to be sailing these seas, and then I'm going to be coming after ye. Savvy that, matey? Of course. What are the other tasks? So, give them all the treasure. The second task, that might be a bit more complicated. There be a temple in the mountains just north of the Gulf of Morbihan, in a little town called Vulladon. And many years ago I was a pillaging the surrounding countryside, and I broke into the place and stole some holy relics, and desecrated their sacred altar. And sure enough, those old monks threw a curse on me. What needs to be done? They didn't care about the holy relics, but I think they might have got their robes in a bundle over the altar. You see, I spilled some wine and ale over it, and I might have even relieved myself on it. It'd have been a long night, you know. I can see where they might have had a problem with that. Yeah, they weren't singing hymns when we left. Anyways, that altar of theirs, I think it needs to be replaced. You'll have to talk with the monks where to find out what needs to be done, savvy? Here's where the temple is. And the other tasks? What about the last one? The last task will be the most difficult. You see, I was getting on in years, and there was nothing I hadn't done, and nowhere I hadn't sailed, and no treasure I hadn't laid my hands on. There was only one thing that I wanted, and I wasn't even sure if it existed, and I made it my business to find out. And what was that? The Bangalian Scourge. What is the Bangalian Scourge? The Bangalian Scourge is the most evil piece of weaponry ever wielded by any soul in the land of Arcanum. Legend says it was forged in the blood fires of the Bangalian deeps, and that virgins and children were thrown into the fire to keep it stoked. It's horrible. Horrible don't even come close. It also be said that the Bane of Cree cut down a whole battalion of elven warriors with it before he was banished, and that Lorek wielded it during the Dwarven clan wars, and that any but the most evil of the people die at the mere sight of it. You mean the sword that Virgil's wielding? Wait, what? You have that? Yes, I wield it. Sounds like an evil blade. Yes, matey, and an evil blade it be. I wanted it more than anything in all of Arcanum, and I planned on getting my hands on it. But what happened? At the time, I had a crew of 7 of the most black-hearted and soulless pirates, and they all agreed it was a fine piece of treasure to go after, and we took a pirate's blood oath to stand by one another to share, share in the treasure. And so we searched Arcanum for it, and found it one day we did, in the swamps of the Dark Fens down in the Bangalian Deeps. And then, I've been buried here for centuries. It's been buried there for centuries, a beautiful sight. Its blade as black as onyx, and carved in ancient runework, and I held it in my hands, and it called to me. And what did you do with it? We all did nothing, matey. That night, when everyone was asleep, that cursed blade twisted my mind, and it told me that my crew was mutinous, and looking to get rid of me. So I killed them all in their sleep, matey. Cut all their throats from ear to ear. When I woke in the morning and seen what I'd done, I threw the blade down and ran right out of there. And the Bengalian scourge still lies there as far as I know, among the murdered bones of my crew. You must destroy that evil blade. At the bottom of the cave where they found it is a great furnace. Toss it in there, let the world be done with it. Here's where the deeps be. Excellent! I've heard them all. Is there anything else? That's it, matey. Will you help me? If you do these things, I'll give you my word as a pirate that I'll give you my ship. She's old, but there's no better vessel that ever sailed Arcanum seas. I'll do it. I wish you luck in your quests, matey. If you finish these tasks, then return here. I'll give you my boot, and my boat, and my thanks. Great! I hope you enjoy using sticks, because, you're gonna be using a stick after this, the Staff of Healing. Which, to be fair, is much more your kind of weapon. So. Right. So I need your treasure. It's buried elsewhere, to the north of here, apparently. Do I still have that shovel? I have literally no idea. I can't open my map. Map reveals nothing, because we're out in the wilderness. I cannot open my map. And I do not have a shovel. Oh, Stringy Pete's treasure. No, that's lockpicks. Oh, no, Bingham's shovel. It is there. I did keep Bingham's shovel. Ah. I'm more prepared than I thought I was. Anyway. Over we go. Right. So, Stringy Pete's treasure. Oh, hi. Never mind. That thing's dead. And there's this thing! Which lost so much of its stamina that it was unconscious. Sir! That is a lot of arrows you just fired. You did not need to fire that many arrows. Either way, you're all dead now. I'm never going to give you that shovel back. Silver buckles and Stringy Pete's treasure. Right. So. Let's do these things in order. The first thing we do is we go and find where they live. The Williamson homestead. Give them their treasure, then we go over to Voradin, then we go and deal with the Bangalian scourge. Could just kill Pete, but honestly it's a much nicer thing to redeem Pete. It's what Krathnar would do. And we also kick wolves as well. Ah, were-rats. I remember when these were terrifying too. They are much less terrifying now. Much less terrifying. Oh, did you note, by the way, that the Bangalian Scourge did its thing there? I mean, we'd also punch Pete in the face. I mean, we could. But why? Because I'm a good soul. Why would I punch Pete? I punch people that deserve it. I mean, Pete does deserve it.
Good show. Perhaps they'll think twice before attacking us again, eh?
Indeed. Indeed. That was a lot of arrows. But we did win. He was. But maybe we can give him some, you know, closure. Oh look, it's orcs.
Good show.
Ow.
Perhaps they'll think twice before attacking us again, eh?
Ow. Why is he going to melee? I don't know why she's going to melee with a bow. Don't ask me. So here's the homestead. They are asleep. Better wait till morning. He is so couth. Couth Virgil. Hello. Leave me alone. Go talk to Molly. Get out of my sight, orcish trash. You won't be saying that once you realize what I got in my hands. Why do you speak to me so? I'm sorry, sir, but I don't like strangers. I like you even less. Are you quite sure about that opinion? Perhaps you're right. Forgive me, sir. Sometimes my temper gets in the way of my better judgment. You're obviously a nice fellow. Let's forget it happened, madam. May I ask who you are? My name is Molly Williamson, sir. A pleasure, Molly. Do you have a moment to speak? Sure. What do you need to know? What are you doing out here, Molly? Well, sir, it's cheap living out here in the middle of nowhere. We eat what we pull out the ocean. We make all our clothes, and beyond that, we don't need a whole lot. The Williamson clan ain't never had a whole lot of money. Not since what happened to my great-granddaddy, Jonas Williamson, anyway. That's why I'm here. What are you talking about? I know it sounds strange, but... Explains. But I don't get what this has to do with elves. Explains. You don't have to tell him the entire... You have to tell me the entire story, you know? Oh, yes. Explains. Well, I'll be. I've heard stranger tales, and then I heard strange tales. Your takes the cake, sir. To think that the ghost of that old pirate wants to make good for what he did in almost 200 years. Yes, it is a bit unbelievable. So, you bring that old treasure in the buckles? Yes. Thank you. I suppose old Stringy Pete ain't such a bad bugger after all. Goodbye, sir. Back to 100. Yep, brung. Brung is indeed a word. You can... Brung is indeed a word. Oh no, he's quite a bad fella. But he's trying to make amends. Right, next place. Voradin. We've never been to this place, by the way. Never been to Voradin. Also, we're very close to leveling. Then we have to get rid of the amazing sword of amazing. And also punch you. Alright, so. Kick you. Kick you. Oh, one more. Where's the other one? Oh, Ailing Wolf. There we go.
I've never seen such a skillful blow.
I mean, I've kicked many a wolf. Ooh, that one did not die immediately. But we leveled! So. 21 con. We are now literally built like a brick house. 21 strength, 21 con, 20 dex. Think it's safe to say that, at age 22, that's not young for a half-orc. When we get rid of that sword, Virgil starts to swear again. I am... fists. I punch. Therefore I punch. Little settlement I've never been to before. Hello? Hi! I'm Murgo! Yes, hello, Murgo. You're actually not rude to me. Could I speak to you a moment? Sure, Murgo like to talk. What do you do here, Murgo? I help priests. If they need help, need Murgo do something, then I do it. They lift heavy stuff and break things and stuff. And they give me food and a nice bed. Nice priests. Yeah. Could I ask a few questions? Good. Glad that you're having a good time of things. So, judge is there. There is the high priest. We'll talk to you later. I'm gonna talk to... Okay, nobody here. Is that all this place is? Just a few small houses. I think this place is literally just 3 houses. Hello. I hate orcs and their kin. What have I done to deserve such treatment? I'm sorry, sir. The priests of Vuridan are compassionate, but one look at you makes you want to give up the cloth. Be gone with you! I'm sorry, sir. Are you quite sure of your assessment? So very, sir. Seems even a priest can be mistaken about a man of nature. Please, nature of man, please forgive me. Let's forget it ever happened. May I ask who you are? I'm Edwin Wallows, priest of the Halcyon Order here in Vuridan. How might I help you this day? A pleasure, Edwin. Yeah, the entire playthrough and conversations with MPs summed up in 5 seconds. Yep. Do you have a moment to speak? Of course. Tell me about this temple. The temple here is an ancient one, my friend. It is for the god Halcyon. You see, long ago there were many gods, and each god represented a particular virtue. A man chose his gods carefully. Religion was a very serious thing. Why is everyone so mean? One beauty. We have one beauty. That's why everyone is mean. All of the gods were created by the All-Father, who ruled over them, and saw that none were more important or more powerful than the others. The balance between gods was well maintained, and no one religion was more powerful than the other. And or beaten by a stick, yeah. What happened? I suppose it's just the way things change. The Panari religion came around, speaking of Nazrudin and his wisdom. Their religion was much easier, much more forgiving. The old gods are not that way, and though their voices are faint, we still hear them, and they still hear those who call to them. We of the Halcyon Order still worship the god Halcyon. Can I ask you some questions? Tell me about this temple. Okay, that's fine. So you actually won't help me. I think I do want the man doing the rounds. Oh. So, by the way, he's still mad at me. Here we go. I have a few more general questions, no? Temple... If I take my leave and talk to you again, are you still going to hate me? Yes! But I can make you like me more. And then I can make you like me more. That's alright. And then I can make you like me more. Now you'll talk to me normally. Bless you. Just need to have them hate me a few times, and then they like me. Mechanics. Might I speak with you a moment? I have some questions. Can I make an offering to the god? I'm sorry, but no one has made a true offering to Halcyon here in almost 200 years. Why not? Well, 2 centuries ago, there was an evil pirate named Stringy Pete. He was an absolute devil. There isn't an act of malice, debauchery, or irreverence that he didn't commit while he sailed the seas of Arcanum, and then one day he dropped anchor just west of here and just found our village. Actually, that's why I'm here. What do you mean? How could you know about our altar? Well, explains. Wait, how many things have you made explode? Explains. You punched how many demons? We did get the quotes from last week, yes, Alias. Hello! Well, I must say I've never heard anything like that in my entire life. The ghost of Stringy Pete himself trying to right the wrongs that he's done. I'm a little flabbergasted myself. So you're here to fix the altar. What do I need to do? So quite as easy as you think. You see, the rules pertaining to the making of altars. What are they? Well, the important thing is that the stone come from the ancient dwarven quarry of Torin, in a way that is dangerous, and the quarry itself is overrun with monsters and all manner of evil. We are simple folk here. There is no one here who would survive the trip. Perhaps I could be of assistance. Perhaps you might be able to do so. The stone you need to retrieve will be large and heavy. Unless you're very strong, I recommend you try and find Murgo. I am very strong. He's a half-ogre who works around it, and he might be able to help you. Where is Torin Quarry? Torin Quarry is west of here, near the base of the Stonewall Mountains. You should be able to find a suitable stone lying around. We are poor folk here. I can't offer you any help but our thanks. I'll ask nothing more. I'll do so. Thank you so much for your help. Make sure to find Murgo if you need his help. I wish you luck. May the blessing of Halcyon be upon you. Sir, I am strong enough to carry this temple to the place. Literally. I could heft this place, suplex it over to the mountains, and then suplex it back. So we need to go to, oh boy, all the way over there. Guess what? More walking. So what happens when we get to level 50? Do we just keep gaining XP, or are we at max forever and then we can never do anything else? There's nothing else I really want to put any points in, like, tech-wise or magic-wise. I'll probably just put more points into stats. And no, not into beauty. The blessings of learn some manners. Oh, when you have enough to level your party members level. Fair enough. Well, we're here. So, let's go. Hi! Well, you're dead. Okay, we're fighting Skull Crushers that die in a few punches. And then the wolf kills them. Ooh, someone came over here to... Okay, you got murderized so quickly. And you're also dead. But there's also you! Who also is unconscious because we're just that good at punching things. Hang on. This person has stuff. I want it. Can you... No, you can't carry it right now. So what do we fight? There is a stone, by the way. I don't think this person has a cursed... Oh, that could be cursed. That could also be cursed. Anyway. Carry those for me, please. So, stone. Is someone carrying this? No, not you. There was a stone that could be highlighted. Do they still have a bow on them? Ooh, they do. And it looks quite fancy as well. You can hold to that as well. Right, anyway, stone. Where is it? I saw it briefly. I did see it. No one's carrying it, are they? Oh! Raven is carrying it! Raven has just hefted it into their inventory. That is a giant rock. Well, we've got what we needed. Hey, she picked it up of her own free will. It's not just any rock, though. Hello, it is me, Happier Boulder, the cousin of Happy Boulder. I don't roll around and crush historical figures, but I will be turned into a magical altar that people will worship on for many years to come. And if they get mad, I'll squish them. Because I can still do that. Happy Boulder. There is a reference to a Let's Play that Kiko did. Some of you might not get it, but that's okay. Haven't done this voice for ages. I miss it. By the way, I have a giant rock for you. There are heavier rocks than Ashbury. They're really good throwing weapons. Might I have a moment? I've returned with the altar stone. You have? That's wonderful. Here, let me take it. Whoa! That's heavy. We'll have this altar fixed in no time. Thank you so much. May Halcyon always light your path and show you the truth that awaits us all. I'll be going to... Hey! It's a fixed altar! And we got XP. You could call it a fetch I could. So, the last place we need to go is to get rid of the awesome sword. Which, to be fair, our good friend can't use anyway. I don't remember where the place we got it from was. Not there, not there, not there. Oh, it's there. Right, well. I suppose we're off to the Bangalian Deeps. To be fair, they were very poor. They couldn't afford to fix it. Do you see how big that rock was? Teleport staff? Nope. We're not teleporting when we can walk. We've got legs. We all have legs in this party. And this way we can find amazing encounters with ailing wolves that give us XP. Look at that XP we just found. We wouldn't have got that XP if we'd have teleported. There was crumbs of XP. Totally worth it. Also more wolves. There we go. And more XP. Look at how much XP we get from punching those. We get a lot of XP from punching them. And here's a bear. Okay, it takes 3 punches to defeat the bear. But we defeated the bear. This is a long trip. Worth it though. Let's go. Was a bear. Yeah. Was is applicable. Alright. In we go. So, we just need to make our way to the end and throw away the sword. I'm sorry, Virgil. We have to take your sword away from you. You will now equip the magic staff. Which, to be fair, is probably just fine. Could give him the katana, but also... no. Like, let's face it, he's not here for combat. He's here so that we can heal. Besides, the stick will be fine. He's magic, you know? Alright, so all we do is we just, Oh yeah, there's a broadsword that we... Hey, we left all these broadswords behind, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Hang on. Just gotta pick up all these broadswords. Sell them all at some point. Because we can. Yeah, it's a good weapon. But also... it's dead. I have no qualms letting go of that weapon, because let's face it, we never used it, really. It's gone. Yeah! I want... Evil Excalibur is fine to be gone. I do not mind that being eradicated. Evil Excalibur. No, he sort of seemed exactly the same, if I were to be truthful. He was pretty much just Virgil. Right! So bad news. We now need to make our way back. And we might as well stop in Tarrant while we're there. Do we yes, we did. We did identify the ring. It was not evil. It was just weird. We do need to buy more arrows. That wolf, by the way, is jittering. We can solve this by kicking them. They are no longer jittering. Because they exploded. Ah, bear, however... is gone. Anyway. How many arrows does Raven have left? I don't know. We will check in a moment. So Raven has 755 arrows. We're still going to buy more arrows. A couple more 100 arrows won't go miss. Other people can carry them. It'll be fine. Also, these are golden bears. I'm still going to punch them. Thanks for the heals. Anyway. Why can't we all just start on this one spot? And then we move about. Anyway, carry on. That's a combat round or two.
Good show.
Thanks, Virgil.
Think twice before attacking us again, eh?
I mean, bears can still hit us. We are not impervious. However, we'll still be fine. We do need to sell these swords too. Hi! Excellent. That is the end of combat. Carry on! I didn't even get to fight there. It's a fun game, Thrithland. Parts of it haven't aged very well, though. Parts of it have not aged very well. Mechanics, some of the quests being incomplete. But just the fact that I can... Hi. Just the fact that I can easily deal with everything. Wow. By the way, Orc's really good at dodging. But, the thing about this game, though, that you do have to accept going into it, is that not every quest has a happy ending, and not every part of it is nice. That is the same as many, like, worlds in games and literature. Sometimes there are just awful bits that are just awful. And that's just part of it all. And that is, unfortunately, a mirror to parts of real life. Sometimes it's just awful and not fair. Yeah, you could. But you know what I did? I played as someone that punched things. And it worked. So, what are you carrying? a magic bow. And the Helm of Yazar's Cost. Well, we're not going to be keeping that one, are we? No. We're also going to be waiting until morning so I can get some things from the various stores. Like arrows. Punchy Talk Guy works really well. I mean, we needed some build-up and we needed some people to protect us to begin with, but we can do quite well. Oh, hi, I know your ex-convicts. Well, hello, Lexi. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my stream. Feel free to stay. We're playing Arcanum. I'm going to sell you this hat. And then I'm going to find someone else to... he keeps all of the... He keeps every single thing that is cursed. He's like, I sold you a cursed thing. Excellent. I shall keep it in my inventory forever. Alright, so 200 arrows, I will buy all of them. This salve, I will absolutely buy one of those, because they're always cool to have. Cool. We also want to buy some more arrows, and sell a bunch of swords. And then we'll buy more arrows. Because that is what you do. Fancy dress? No. We already have a fancy shirt. We don't need a fancy dress. Okay, we have 70 arrows here. We also want to sell... you can't sell that, but we can sell the swords. Excellent. And there's the schematic for an envenomed bow. We don't want that. Yeah, I always say no. Yep. But I have fancy suit. Why do I need fancy dress? Here's the thing, okay? You can play Arcanum, and you can buy the fancy dress. How about that for a deal? I want to buy these. Thank you. No, I want to buy these. Thanks. Anyway, 400 on gold. I don't really want to give him another weapon. Anyway, we're fine. So, done this. Kiko will wear the fancy dress when he lets the flowers take over Hills Far. Yeah, that's a good deal. When I let the flowers take over Hills Far, I'll wear the fancy dress. And there's a joke there, because I'm never going to let the flowers take over Hills Far. Well, I'm pretty sure they do make exceptionally deep and involved games like this, Kev. People are making all kinds of games all the time. Bet there are games like Arcanum out there. I don't think it would. At all. There are games nowadays that tackle exceptionally deep and thought-provoking and, like, forward-thinking things all the time. All the time. Yes, there are games that are... There are games that come out that are not good, but there are games that come out that are absolutely fantastic. And that has been true since the beginning of video games. There have been amazing games, and there have been awful games. And there are loads of games that come out that are completely average and everyone forgets about them. And this has happened since the start. No. No, I do not agree with that sentiment, Tiny Train. There are new games that come out that are still really good. A lot of that is just nostalgia talking. You know what game I really enjoyed playing? Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was a absolute blast to play. I loved playing Fallout 4. Super fun game. I enjoyed the combat, I enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the quests, I enjoyed exploring the world. it was neat. I put tons of hours into Fallout 4. And enjoyed all of them. It was really good. Yeah, Pillars of Eternity came out in 2015. It did. And then there was Pillars of Eternity 2. Not every game is for everyone, but it's disingenuous to say that they don't make good games anymore. Because people make good games all the time. Wonder Song, Beyond the Edge of Owl's Guard, just 2 examples of games that came out recently that are amazing. By the way, I did everything, Stinky Pete. I literally did everything. Ahoy, matey. Did you succeed in finishing your tasks? Yes, I've done what needed to be done. Be amazing, laddie. I never thought you'd be able to do it. I never thought that someday I'd be free of this bloody curse. Thank ye, from the bottom of my pirate heart. It was nothing, Pete. Now, about that boat. Yes, of course, matey. She's all yours. Feel free to take her wherever you want. I'll not be needing her where I be going. Thank you, Pete. And good luck to you. And to you, matey. And to you. No. I don't want to kill him. I got a boat. I have no idea how to use the boat. Ah, we manipulate that, and then we get the boat. We now have a boat. Talk to the helm. And I did. So, now it is time to go to Thanatos. We're here. And we need to go to the southern part of Thanatos. So long, Darjade. Like, Baldur's Gate 3 is popular, and the reason why it's popular is because it's probably very good. Like, dare I say it, the reason why it's popular is probably because it's good. Okay, there's a tent here. Popular is bad. No, popular is not bad. So, yep, there are barrels. There's a book. November the 6th, 1790. I made several forays into the interior with nothing to show for my efforts save my wounds. This island is aptly named. I thank the gods for Smithers, my faithful guide. He has already saved my life several times over the short time we've been here. I'm certain that the Ashlag tribe still exists on this island, and I mean to prove it, monsters on it. Will I be playing anytime soon? Probably not. That's not because it's... You focus on Arcanum, please? I mean... Yes, but also what's wrong with talking about other things as well? Like, I go into all kinds of side stuff while I'm playing games. There's nothing wrong with talking about other stuff as well. It's good to have conversation. It's good to have Discord. These are good things. Tangents are absolutely a part of streaming. Like, 100% a part of streaming. I engage in tangents all the time. I found the remains of an old site, but it appears to have been uninhabited for several years now. I'm unable to determine why the site was abandoned, though I did recover some important artifacts. And then the 21st November. I write this as Smithers and I lie terribly wounded somewhere in the jungle. In our searching today, we were set upon by creatures most fierce. Smithers sustained much more serious injuries than I, and he drew the beasts away from me at his own peril. He was victorious, but at a high cost. We managed to drag Smithers into the thicket of trees, where we presumably will be safe for the moment. Smithers died today after battling madness brought on by his wounds. I fear my time is soon at hand as well. Irony of ironies, I was discovered by the very people I came to this island to discover. Scouts of the Ashlag tribe found me hovering near death and brought me to their camp, where they helped me to recover. Contrary to what I believe, they reside in the interior of the island and not along the coast. The most shocking part of this is that there was a previous civilization on this island. The Ashlag have made their home amongst the ruins of some great forgotten civilization. There's the location. The Ashlag have welcomed me as a member of their tribe and have treated me as an important guest. I am now privy to their secrets, rituals, and their arcane religious superstitions. It seems that their primitive religion has gone through some revisions of late to incorporate a godlike figure of Promethean. I'm having a slight difficulty with their spoken language that supposedly resides somewhere in the island. Ooh. 30th. I have convinced the chief of the tribe to allow me to come along on their pilgrimage leave sacrifices for the new god, which I have termed the god of Thanatos, for want of a better description. I've also been able to discern where on the island this supposed god-like force resides. That's probably where we can find Nazrudin. I have returned up at my base camp with the help of the tribesman to leave his journal, so that if anything happens to me, the future will know that I was successful in my endeavours to locate the mythical Ashlag tribe. Well, now we know locations. So, let's make our way over to the village of the Ashlag tribe. No, it seems we're looking for the remains of Nazrudin, but remember, I called a while ago that I thought he was alive. So I'm going to say that he's alive. That's a leprous monkey, and now they're dead. Yep. I think Nazrudin, and I said it a few streams ago, is in fact not dead, and is very much alive. Also, we're getting some decent XP here. We're looking for Nazrudin so we can do stuff to stop Aradax. Where's the other enemy? There, Fever Beast. Game is lagging a bit. It's alright. Village. Oh. I feel like something bad might have happened to the village. Oh dear. No, it's not convoluted. It's just in depth. So, is there anyone still alive? Oh! Well, resting apparently spawned all of you. Resting all spawned to you, but now you're dead. Okay. It's alright, we'll go back. Still trapped, by the way. Alright, another chest. Ah, more enemies. Is that a corpse in the middle? I mean, that's a corpse of a dead thing that we killed. Good thing we know a trap master who doesn't like milk. I mean, you're very right. Oh no! Oh no, we've been held! What a vile trap this is! We found a bow, though. Had some money. So, trap circumvented. Oh no, however will we recover? Wait, we recovered. Pretty much. So yeah, I think the tribe is gone. So now we just need to head down to the land bridge. We can always come back. Oh look! It's monkey swarmers! They just used the gorilla sprite, but made it tiny. And now they are dead. As a tribe, head to 642 1765. We can go have a look. Meanwhile, gorillas. Also, everything's dead. Right, carry on. Ah, crag warriors. I suppose. What's this called? The Lair of the Bogoroth. Looks like we're going to be finding a Bogoroth, whatever that is. It's level 20. Well, that was a thing. Well, that was the Bogoroth, everyone. Yep. Yep. The reputed lair of the monster, but slaughtered the entire Ashlag tribe. I've never heard of them, but they're dead now. Is there anything loot-wise in here at all? No. Well. Onwards, I guess. Thanks, Sog. Yep, that happened. I think we might be a bit powerful. Just saying, think we might be a bit strong. So, here we are. A land bridge that leads to the god of Thanatos. I called it many videos ago that this is Nazrudin. Because Nazrudin, of course, is not dead. Okay. Oh boy! Monsters! It's like a dungeon. A dungeon of very easy encounters.
I'm awed by your ability.
Wow. I've never seen such a skillful blow.
Was pretty skillful. You have venom. Alright. So... Okay. This was a thing. Now let's not start getting into that tiny train. Let's leave that at that. As I said, Let's leave that at that. Okay, more enemies. Ooh, more enemies. There's a lot of enemies here that are doing practically no damage to the dog. There's another enemy. The tiny monkey that is now about to be very dead. I don't know why you ran up at super close range just to do that, but you did. It's alright, we had to go southwest to go southeast anyway. Look, I don't know how the Ashlag tribe managed to get through this without having to attack everything. If I could, I would. But they're not, so instead I have to punch everything.
Awed by your abilities. Let the blood flow.
Thanks, Lockhair! I probably did. I can always go back. I mean, it's not gonna matter. We are quite fantastically wealthy. Also, you're very close to that fight. Okay. Let's pop back a bit and find a chest that's going to have nothing good in it. Yep, there it is. Gold. Okay, it basically had gold in it. I don't need to buy a boat. I've got a boat for the grand whole price of experience. Useless shiny gold. Exactly! Useless shiny gold. There's a huge space here. With a large amount of enemies in it.
Awed by your abilities. Let the blood flow.
Might as well just kill everything. Get more XP. Ooh. Aw, man! Tons of restoratives. I don't want to say no to any of them. Also, can you hold on to all these for me, please? I don't need them. All I got was this worthless gold. Wow, you got hit a lot. Now you're dead. Right, we are very nearly max level. Ooh, fancy dagger. That looks very fancy. So... no way this way. But I bet there's a way this way we can go. Yep, there is. Enemies we can punch in the face? Come on, don't let me down, game. There we go. Tiny monkeys that want to kill me. Well, good news. I leveled up. We're level 50 now. We are max level. And in a moment, I'm going to think about what I want to put my final 2 skill points in. And no, it's not beauty. It is not going to be beauty. It will never be beauty. Thanks. And that's the dog just killing everything. 2 skill points. Oh, hang on. Combat. Could rise percent. I mean, I could. I could. Because I can't raise this anymore. And I can't raise that anymore. And I can't raise that anymore. Willpower determines spellcasting, haggle, hit points, fatigue, and spell resistances. Perception is the ability to notice surroundings. Meh. Hang on, we're being attacked by something. Anyway. Yeah, can't raise charisma either. We can't raise strength, con, dex, or charisma. Honestly, I might raise willpower. Nope. Don't want the fatigue restore or minor healing spell. Nope. We don't want that. We have a spell that improves our fists and the ability to make potion, like healing salves. I don't need anything else. Don't want more magic. Vest into skills. No. I have no more skills I need. I'm a dodge master, I'm a melee master, and I'm a persuasion master. I don't need any more skills. I might get some more willpower though. I have what I have. And I think I'll probably put points into willpower. Probably what I'm going to put points into. Willpower. Yeah, and it also increases spell resistances. Also just means that we're slightly more willful than we once were. There we are. Just more willful. And that's it. We're now max level. Anything else we punch now just makes our companion stronger. We are as mighty as we can be. Maximum punch. Is it optimal? No. Like, I would be infinitely stronger if I had a katana in hand. But, don't care. Hi! I'm max level. How are you all doing? We'll find out after this massive fight. I love a second playthrough of this game. You will not be getting a second playthrough of this game anytime soon. Possibly ever. Because it wouldn't be that different. Gotta be honest. I've done quite a lot of stuff in this game. It's been pretty comprehensive. Yeah, there are some things I've missed, but that'll be the case in everything. There are things I missed in Edna and Harvey, if you can believe it. Edna and Harvey the Breakout. Okay, that's every enemy there. Except you, who are now gone. I don't really have any intention to do an evil playthrough. Don't really see what I gain out of it. If you want to do an evil playthrough, don't know what the game did there, but if you want to do an evil playthrough, by all means. I already did a game with an evil playthrough. I played through Baldur's Gate 1, 2, and Throne of Baal as an evil character. And then people in that game were still debating why some aspects of my character weren't evil. But then again, that game also had the there were only two ways you could play a character. Good aligned or mustache-twirling, cliché villain who is evil of all evil. There was no middle ground in that game. Literally none. And that made me a bit sad, because I really wanted some middle ground. Really wanted some middle ground in that. Like, Kiko, you're not probably baby-easing evil. No, because that was dumb. That was very dumb. I can't punch you. Not even Virgil's got it. Dog's got it though. Okay, where haven't we been? Around here we haven't been. Which looks to be just like more area. Yeah, that's just more area here. But that just links up there. Okay. So if I need to head southeast and southish, then it should be somewhere around here that I can progress. This looks like a pretty comprehensive wall. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm looking. This is not a very good dungeon. It's not Camulon levels of not good. But it's not great. Yeah, that only works if the right hand on the wall isn't unconnected. Like, if right hand on the wall works until you end up at a part where it's just not connected and you end up going in a circle. Yeah, it works for labyrinths, not mazes. Yeah, but that's not a good maze. I'm gonna be honest, that does not make for good gameplay. No, this is not a good maze. Ah! We haven't been this way. And all that's here is a treasure chest. That has a bow in it. And some gems and stuff. Okay. Cool. So, we're pretty much heading... Don't tell me I had to go that way. Ooh, game is not liking that. No. The world map is not available here, apparently. Like, here, I literally cannot use the map. The game says no. Oh dear. Well, back we go in, so I can actually use the map. So, that way led to nothing. That way led to nothing. That way led to nothing. That way didn't have a route I could take. There's no route here I can take. Well, this isn't good. How to stop a plot dead in its tracks? Throw a maze into it. It's not even like we have a time limit either. We don't have a time limit, it's just, here's a maze. And yep, it sure is a maze. Oh boy. Don't worry, there's going to be someone in the VOD who'll be probably screaming at their screen right now, telling me that it was really easy to find the exit. Amazing! I actually want the Fish Queen to pull me over and play tic-tac-toe. And since she is the queen, she gets to go first. No, we cannot zoom out. Zooming out is not an option. Turning on the light is. Look, I can only do so much, Lex, alright? I will fly through rings. Like, there's no exit here that I've missed. There's an exit right there. Alright. How do I get to that?
I'm rich.
Whoa! TM there with $5. Thank you ever so much. From the crossroads, head southwest. I'll try. Thank you ever so much, though. Future to comment. If he had put points into beauty, this base would have been much easier. That is the true strat. Put points into beauty. That's not the exit. Well, I'd like someone to show me where the exit is. Because honestly, I've not found it yet. And I wish I... Oh, hi! Just go straight southwest from here. Okay. Like, southwest is there, and that doesn't lead to an exit. Okay, we'll go southwest. Like, I do not mind blatantly being told, but it's clearly something I'm missing that's very obvious. I'm going. Okay. So we went over here. And we've already been down here. Yeah, I'm going. So this is the southwest part. There it is. That is awful. That is not a fun maze. I do not like this maze. It is rubbish. Also, I'm now going to that area where I saw a thing. I'm ignoring the shack. Nope, I saw a thing all the way over there, and I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna see what it is. It might. But that's okay. Oh, look! Oh, look! We found the part where the game's glitching out! Oh, man! Oh, man, that's my favourite part of the dungeon, where the game glitched out, because they didn't expect you to come here. Perfect, I think I found my thumbnail. Save? Alright. Good call. Ah, beautiful. Anyway, we're nearly there. Oh, great! This is my favourite part of the maze. Nothing! Favourite bit of exploration. Go explore stuff, find nothing. Also, still calling it now. Nazrudin's in that hut. Nazrudin's there. And he's going to be like, oh look! I'm the dude that everyone thinks is dead, and I'm not dead. Let's go find out, shall we? Yep. Small shack. Little hut. Oh look, it's an elf wizard. Why clued you into being alive? Because that's exactly what the plot would do. That is exactly what the game would do. When the Silver Lady said, find Nazrudin, it's like, well, he's not dead then. Hi.
What do you want of me? I did not choose to live on this island for its ambience. I chose it so I wouldn't have to entertain fools. Leave me be.
See an old elf in a worn, tattered robe. He seems a bit annoyed at your presence. And who might you be?
I'm no one of any importance. Just an old soul who wishes to be left alone. As I have already asked of you, I might point out.
Also, I'm important because a voice actor was hired to voice me. Yeah, games of all eras have had tons of glitches. Trust me, I should know. I've played many games. If you could point me towards Nazrudin's grave, then.
Ah, searching for the great Nazrudin. Ha! The great Nazrudin. What was so great about him? Damned fool, if you ask me.
You seem fairly bitter towards the old chap.
What? How dare you, old man? Do you have any idea who you're talking about? Nazrudin was the wisest and most benevolent elf in the history of Arcanum. He saved us all, and that includes you. So I recommend you keep your comments to yourself.
Oh, you're gonna look real stupid in a moment, Virgil.
Oh? And you think you know about Nazrudin, young man? Who are you to tell me about that old worthless elf?
Worthless? Why, I ought to... No, I'm not going to sink to your level, old man. Nazrudin would have had more patience with men of your kind, and so will I. I don't have to defend him.
Oh, of course you don't have to defend him, young man. The old elf was completely incorrigible. There's no defense whatsoever for individuals of such low character as he. You've chosen well not to waste your words on the likes of Nazrudin.
You're testing my patience, old man. Another bad word about Nazrudin, and it might just be the last one you say on both feet. Do we understand one another?
You're gonna feel real silly in a moment.
Virgil, perhaps you ought to keep your voice down with our new friend here.
Yeah.
Ah, now there's the voice of reason. And from such a beautiful young elf. You know, in my younger days, I knew a girl who looked a lot like you. She had the most wonderful name. Let me see, what was it? I suppose it would translate to something like the Silver One.
Yeah.
Yes, I also know someone like that. She used to tell me about a great man she once knew. She told me that he taught her a great many things, that he was much like her own father.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. Make sure to pass on my greetings to your mother. She was such a wonderful child. And it seems she has a wonderful daughter as well. Greetings, Princess Raven.
Yeah, I knew it.
I will pass on your greetings to her. It will make her very happy to know you are here among us. Greetings, Nazrudin.
Called it! Called it! Said it a few streams ago. Called it. I was right. Wait, what? You're Nazrudin?
I would say in all my glory, but I'm afraid I haven't any left.
But you're Nazrudin. You saved the world from Aranax.
No. I delivered the world to Aranax. I put in place the system that he felt was his for the taking. I even imparted my elven arrogance to him. I must bear full responsibility for his actions.
I don't need you, not a rogue AI. The VODs are there to prove it. Because Kiko called it, yep. A bit dramatic, don't you think? Aranax's actions were his own.
You do not understand. He was my son. I taught him everything. Only to see him be carried away by his youthful temper. I should have seen it. There must have been a way to stop him before it came to what it did.
I've heard all the legends. Could you tell me what really happened?
It started in the Age of Legends. I was young, headstrong. I thought I could take on the world, and I did. I fought the good fight to protect the lesser races, as I arrogantly called them, from the chaos that raged everywhere. Dragons, demons, evil sorcerers, I fought them all and won. And this, all before even the days of the Elven Council.
How did the Elven Council come about?
I gathered a group of idealistic mages together, and we created an Elven Council, for the good of all. We really believed that. For a time, I suppose it was even true. I really believe things began to change when we discovered a way to banish things from this plane of existence.
Why?
It was the ultimate weapon. Once something was banished from this plane of existence, it could never return. With ultimate power comes ultimate responsibility, and ultimate corruption. We were quick to use it on new and ever more terrible threats. The Bane of Kree, Krakatoa, Gorgoth, Kurgan.
So how did Aranax fit into all this?
Sometime during all this heroic carnage, my son came of age. I quickly ushered him into the council, amidst some of the others' protest about his young age and inexperience. And then it all came crashing down upon me. Look, are you certain you really want to hear all this self-pitying drivel?
Of course. What did Aranax actually do that was so terrible? Also, minus 25 reaction.
He had taken it upon himself to keep the balance, as he termed it. He believed that being a member of the council validated any course of action he chose to pursue. This meant attacking anything he saw as a threat, such as a city that had begun building advanced technological devices. Vendegroth, it was called. He warned them to cease their destructive behavior, and destroyed one of their factories to underscore his point. Justifiably afraid for their very lives, they swiftly constructed a device that could destroy even the most powerful wizard. He responded by calling on forces that few of us had ever seen, and wiping not just the city, but the whole province of Vendigroth from the face of Arcanum with one blow.
Ooh, yeah, that would be bad.
He felt himself betrayed when the council condemned his actions. He showed no remorse. In his arrogance, he was sure he would be vindicated. I cast the deciding vote to banish my own son. If I must die, I will be the last, he screamed as he hurled the spell that brought an end to the council, the age of legends, and my will to live. It was a harsh dawn that morning on the plains of Brodgar, and it was there in the shadow of the Black Spire that our armies met in the most terrible battle that Arcanum has ever seen. As the sun set, only 4 of us were still alive to witness the destruction we had brought to pass. I found Aranax among the corpses of our decimated armies, and it was there that I condemned my own son to the void. It was only through our combined might that Aranax was subdued, and I watched my own son fall into the horror of the void. But such was the fury and power unleashed by this conflict that the very fabric of reality was torn asunder. With our remaining energy, we were able to seal the rift with powerful wards, and the Ring of Brodgar still stands today as a monument to my son's destructive pride and my own unforgivable failure. When I regained consciousness, I was on the shore of Thanatos. I'd regained just enough energy to seal myself in a regenerative shell. I remained that way for 1,000 years. No one had ever stayed in a shell for anywhere near that amount of time. Somehow my magical hibernation extended my life much beyond that of even the most powerful elven mages.
Why have you hidden yourself here for 1,000 years?
The world out there is not mine. It only serves to remind me of my failure. Everyone I knew, everything I held dear is gone. I myself should have died long ago. Besides, I do not fancy being worshipped as a god.
You know about the Panari?
I'm well aware of the whole Panari tomfoolery, yes. When I emerged from my regenerative state, I traveled to the mainland. I suppose I thought I could somehow live among the world again. After I spoke with that Mannix fellow, I knew I was deluding myself.
Did he tell you how the Panari began?
He did not know much. Mostly some fanciful notions mixed with bits and pieces of history. As near as I was able to put together from speaking with him, Kryn Urden, the last surviving member of the council, started the Panari simply to maintain the wards, to periodically strengthen them, as it were.
Did you tell Manox who you were?
After I listened to his insane beliefs for what seemed like hours, I hinted that I had actually known Nazrudin. He was already too far gone. He would not have believed any of my protests or denials of my godhood. He most likely would have interpreted the whole thing as some sort of test, I suppose.
Are you aware that Kanhua murdered Manox?
When Manox disappeared, I knew that something of that nature must have transpired.
You did nothing about it?
I decided it was no longer my place to play a god. Who am I to decide who is right? When I took on that role before, well, you have already heard what happened then.
You're going to need to do something. Now. Explains. Oh, I could also do some explaining. You better not after what you said to me. Oh, good point. Explains. I think you might not be the reincarnation after all. True, I might not be.
I feel as if I've been waiting to hear those words since I awoke those many years ago. I had hoped it would never come to this. Why, Aranax? Why can't you see the folly of the path you've chosen? What are you going to do about this situation?
What am I going to do? He's your son. What are you going to do?
I fear there is nothing I can do. I am old, tired. I do not believe I could stand up against my son now, even if I could find the heart to try.
How is it that he is still so powerful after all this time?
We do not know what life in the void is like, if it can be even called life. Who knows what sources of power could be found on the other side?
There must be some way to stop him.
I can think of only one possible strategy to defeat him now. You must retrieve the Vendigroth device that was meant to destroy him.
The Vendigroth device? You said it was destroyed.
And so it was, above ground. There are many catacombs and tunnels lying beneath the surface. Some of the members attempted to retrieve it to use against Aranax, but they never returned. We were forced to battle him without it, and you know the consequence of that.
What does the device do?
Extremely powerful mages have the ability to regenerate themselves whenever they are badly hurt, as I did. If one is powerful enough to hurt a master sorcerer gravely, the mage will retreat into his regenerative shell and emerge stronger than ever. The device is the only way known to disrupt the regenerating shield.
And disrupting the field kills the mage within?
Quite so. The technology of the device is designed to disrupt the field in such a way as to cause the shell to drain the life force instead of regenerating it. Quite gruesome to contemplate, actually. Further, it is said that one who is killed in this manner is forever separated from this world, with no chance of being returned magically or otherwise.
Why don't you retrieve the device?
I must conserve what little remains of my energy to banish you to the void once you have retrieved the device. The banishment spell is rarely performed by a single mage. Its power requirement is so great.
Hold a moment. You're going to banish me?
Certainly. If we were to wait for Aranax to breach the wards, I fear the loss of life would be immeasurable.
Where can I find the ruins?
I do not know exactly. Those days are long past, and with them a better part of my memory, I'm afraid. All I know is that at one point Vendigroth and its settlements spread out over that whole area, now known as the Wastes. There was a bridge leading into the Vendigroth province. Here.
Interesting. Well, I'm off to Vendigroth, then. Great!
Where is the device? Have you retrieved it?
No.
Why are you delaying? It is of the utmost importance that we stop Aranax before he returns.
Could just kill him, but no. I'll be on my way to retrieve it. So, you're going to be a great help. Virgil, got nothing to say about the fact that you literally met your god? No? Oh, good, I can fast travel here. Oh, good, there's a Nazrudin's resting place. Oh, good. Right, so... Gateway to the Wastes, right there. Met and insulted him. That is true. He did do both. Okay. So we met Nazrudin, and now it's up to us to save everything. Because of course it is. Of course it is. So, random question. Where do we go to get the elixir to save the woman who's been infected with lycanthropy? Is that in the Wastes? It's in the Wastes. Okay, fair enough.
Good show! Perhaps they'll think twice before attacking us again, eh?
No, yeah, that's true. No one's there that's gone there's been allowed to tell about it. Cool, I didn't get an opportunity to do anything there. Oh, nice.
Wow. I've never seen such a skillful blow.
Indeed. We have a mighty fist indeed. We punch many things. It's not like we can get any stronger. So we're just going to leave Nazrudin here. We're now going to go back on our boat. Where do we want to go on the boat? Probably to Ashbury? Yeah, Ashbury. So what magic items do we have that need identifying? We have the dagger that needs identifying. We have this bow that needs identifying, and another bow that needs identifying. And the person for Ashbury is over there. And I don't think there's a magic store here where we can sell stuff. How many people can say they met their god and insulted him? Not many is the answer. Not many can say that. It's a feat. And he's a level 50 wizard. Honestly, we probably could have defeated him if we wanted to. But we're not going to. We kind of don't want the world to end. Call me a stick in the mud, but I don't want the world to end. The hurtful longbow. Random harm. That's interesting. I mean, that's better. If I give you the hurtful bow, are you going to use that? Yeah. But does that randomly hurt her? That is a question. I don't know the answer. What are you armed with? Just a broadsword. You know what? I don't think I want you to have a broadsword. I'm just going to drop that on the floor, actually. Moshiao was extremely good because of the speed. That is true. It is pretty good. We can always keep this bow if we need it. Honestly, I don't want that. And we don't need that either. Could get that identified, however. Magic bow. I think I'll try the other bow. Yeah, we'll try that bow. Anything else the identifying? You picked up the chainmail again. Hey, we're just throwing junk around on the floor. That's what we're doing. It is what we're doing, because I literally do not want this. Drop it on the floor. Drop it on the floor. I don't want it. Sog! Sog! Put it on the floor. You picked up the chainmail again. Put it on the floor. Who picked up the chainmail? You picked up the...
Mayhem! Yippee!
NPCs are greedy, they pick up stuff. Indeed! And that's Suricus there with 7 months. Thank you ever so much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. Any plans for Baldur's Gate 3 stream anytime soon? Nope. I have no plans for Baldur's Gate 3 stream. I don't even own Baldur's Gate 3. I'm sure the game's great, but I have no desire to play it right now. I literally wouldn't get round to it. So let's get the boots. Yep, in this trash can you go, chainmail. Right. That goes away as well. Any plans to play insert game here? Yeah, it's a very accurate representation of that question. Oh! I didn't identify that ring. I guess I've got to get that ring identified. Insert game here is really deep and fun, though. There is a, like, family-friendly thing you can select. Alright, ring. It's a ring of protection. Suppose you can hold on to it. Anyway, now we can head over to the wastes of XP gain. There, by the way, is a massive stone. We can just pick that up if we want. Just take a stone with us. Can dog wear rings? Nope. Dog does not have an inventory. So, over here. Gates to the wastes. This is gonna be fun. Can't put the ring on that. It is counted as a necklace, not as a finger for rings. Alright. Excellent. Now, this place looks awful. Hi! Oh, it's a halfling villager. Oh, that gate's seen better days. You're a small-brained half-breed if ever I saw one. I must not have heard you correctly. Oh, please excuse my rudeness. I don't know what came over me. What can I help you with? Wow, you got very friendly all of a sudden. Pray tell, who are you? I am Weldo Rubin, the renowned halfling adventurer, at your service. A halfling adventurer? He pulls himself up to his full height and attempts to look you in the eye. What are you implying? I can adventure with the best of them. It is that most halflings aren't much for adventuring at all. Oh! Well, I actually find most halflings a bit the boring side. No thrill in their lives. Nor do they want any. Do you have time for a few questions? What do you wish to know? Can you tell me about your adventures? I always love to speak of my adventures. What can I share with you? Have you found anything interesting in your travels? Yes, I found a very interesting device in a foray near here. Rather small, peculiar object. I found this in some old ruins in the wastes. Really? Yes, the ruins were made of a metal of a sort I've never encountered before. There was all manner of junk around the inside them. I found this device while rummaging through it. I see. Some nasty lizards must live underneath it, because they swarmed out of the noise. I had to retreat a ways. Sounds bad. Well, you have to expect danger in my line of work. Tell me about your adventures. Have you seen any cities in the waste? It's pretty empty out there, and I haven't been here exploring all that long. But I found this one city, way out in the waste, surrounded by shifting sands. No roads led into or out of the place. Continue. There was no obvious entrance, so I climbed the surrounding wall. From that vantage point, I could see the whole place. Anyone live there? Yes, lots of different people inside, lots of different races. Everyone was wearing robes and acting very polite and all. Did you go inside? No, I climbed back and left. Bigger folk have their own ways, and I won't be disturbing them. Would you please show me where that was in your map? Well, I'll mark it on your map if you bring me a part for the device I showed you. I think I need a little metal sprocket that fell off near the wreckage. Will you do this? I'll do it. Where are these ruins? Great! Here's the location of the ruins. Return it. Return with the part where you found it. Alright, cool. So, mysterious ruins. Cool. Off we go. Well, we found lizards, and they're not very tough. They're not very tough at all. They're very rude, though. Virgil can't hit them. Got you, and you.
I've never seen such a skeleton kill.
Okay, so. Game. I'm saving game because you're taking a long time to load things. Okay, I'm looking for some... These people, by the way, were very technologically advanced. I have no idea what I'm looking for. I am looking. I'm trying to find it. Magnus got it, did he? Did he? I'm not so sure he did. The gears. Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got it. Cool. Here you go. Hang on. Oh, it's the insect people again. Never mind. What can I do for you? Here's the part you wanted. That's great. Give it to me and I'll mark your map. Here it is. Oh, okay. I've marked the location of the map. Good. Oh, wow. It's all the way over there. Okay. Right. Up we go! I mean, it's a good place to have a city of wizards where no one will disturb you. At all. Also spiders. We got them. This place is not very difficult. This place is really not very difficult. Goes fine, thank you. Hello, random person. Greetings, traveler. What is this place? Ah, it is you. Jorian told us to be expecting you. You may enter. Thank you. But who is Jorian? And what is this place? Jorian the Diviner. He is inside, waiting for you. And this place is Tulla, the city of mages. Goes okay, so we can go in. Oh! We're just in now. Neat! Magic! And they have guardians. And symbols, and nobody's awake. Excellent. Magically held chests. Students of magic. Magically held chests. Students. Not a student. Your very presence disgusts me. So we can literally travel through the desert without a horse with no name, and people still insult us. Sir, why are you insulting me? I may only be a student here in Tulla, but even I can see the obvious flaws in your character, sir. Leave me to my studies. Hold, sir. Are you quite sure you're correct about that? Yes, I see you're correct, sir. Please forgive my short-sightedness and quick tongue. How may I help you? I appreciate it, Herzog. Herzog, even though I don't know your name. Might I impose for a moment? Surely. What can you tell me of Tulla, Herzog? Tulla? Oh, it's a wonderful place, full of such strange things and interesting people. If only I didn't have to do all this bloody schoolwork. How's the fellow supposed to enjoy himself if his nose is always in the books? Do you have much schooling left? No, not really. A few bothersome papers, some illusionary presentations. Nothing all that difficult. Of course, it's the final examination. What does that entail? There's a maze underneath Tulla. It was built by an illusionist centuries ago. An old elf by the name of Falkin. In order to pass the final exam, I need to retrieve a platinum chalice from the middle of the Falkin's maze and bring it back to the master illusionist. It's not that I don't think I can do it, it's just that there's not much else I'd rather be doing. There's so much else I'd rather be doing. Perhaps I might be able to assist you? Now there's a possibility. Yes, that just might work out nicely. That way I could run out later with the boys. There's a fireball tourney later this afternoon I'd love to play in. Fine. I've got this old scroll of Phantasmal Fiend around here somewhere. Shall we call that your payment? Sure. Very good. The scroll is yours once you return the chalice. The entrance of the maze is just out the courtyard. It's an archway made of stone. You'll need this coin in order to pass through and into the maze. I'll be here when you're done. So, that archway by the looks of it. Oh boy, a maze! Yeah, I know. More mazes! Hang on. Gotta make a save. We love mazes! Dagger, gauntlets, and a ring. A helmet, boots, and an amulet. Nope. 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 The ring? Yes. Boots. No. Helmet. No. Gloves? No. Necklace? Yes. Okay. Is this the one for nothing? No. Yeah, but I feel like you only need one piece. Like, it wouldn't be a difficult puzzle if you could just wear everything. Okay. Helmet's been done. Gloves? No. Is this the nothing one? No. Dagger? No. How are you up to? I'm in a maze of thing. No. No. I've already done that one. Is it all of them? No. Darn it! Hat back on and that back on. It was the boots. Okay. Maybe? Is it the dagger now? No. Is it the helmet now? No. Is it nothing now? No. Is this all of them? No. This might be the gloves. Yep, it's the gloves. Now, is this one the nothing one? No. Helmet? No. Dagger now, maybe. So we haven't done dagger yet. Yep, dagger. I'm now gonna guess that it's all of them. And then it'll be none of them. Yep. And there's Vulcan's Chalice. Wow, that was terrible. That maze sucked. Yay! We did it! We solved the puzzle. Hi. Got the chalice for you. You have? That's grand! Here's that scroll I promised you. Listen, let's keep this between you and I, eh? I don't think the headmaster would approve of my methods. Yay! I got a scroll. That was my reward for that amazing maze. Got bread. That's a unique looking sword. Random students. Well, it looks nice. magically held, random student. Magically held, magically held, magically held, magically held. Random fire elemental. How you doing? That's a room we've already been to. It says it's unlocked. Game. Game. Oh, good. So where's the person that I need to talk to get the thing, to cure the person? Because I've not found them yet, and I kinda need that. They're in the big building, okay. This looks pretty big. One of the master mages. There's a master mage there. What do you want? Oh, they're actually neutral. May I ask what college you mastered? I am Mr. Edgar Gerald, master of the mental spell college. What do you think of technology, sir? It is a frivolous waste of time, if you ask me. Cannot fathom the fascination technology holds for many. Magic is clearly the more powerful tool. Ah well, it is said that fool is born every moment. Fair enough. So not you. What have you mastered? The Master of Force. Do you feel threatened by the advancement of technology? By technology? I should hardly think I should feel threatened by such a trifling matter. I have actually discussed this newest fashion with several visitors we have heard of late. It seems a very limited instrument, completely inflexible to the will, will not hold people's fancy for long. I completely disagree with you, sir. Do you require anything further? Yeah, I don't... Surprise, surprise, the Master Mages don't care much for technology. Who'd have thunk? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Who are you? I am Ved-X, Master of Hydromancy here in Tulla. Hydromancy? The magic pertaining to the purest of the elements, water. You must be the Wanderer. How did you know that? Well, we have a situation which has developed since you have been here. We are not equipped... There's a good reason we only accept students who are very young age, or those that are let shutters live. Travelers such as yourself are rare. Your effect on our students is easily controlled. What is your point? We cannot have immature minds that have been influenced by the outside world living here. Tulla needs to maintain its philosophical purity, as it were, to retain our effectiveness as a refuge for pure magic. Since you have been here in Tulla, a problem has arisen with one of our former students. What does this have to do with me? We here at Tulla are not much for open conflict. This would be a difficult situation to negotiate. I was wondering if you would care to help us out in this matter. Possibly. What would I need to do? I made the questionable choice of sending out one of our students to retrieve a gem that will be useful to me in my water magics. That was over 120 days ago. Do you want me to try and find him? There is no need. He has returned and is waiting at the front gate. But he has gone too long. We cannot possibly allow him to return to his studies here. He has been contaminated by the outside world. By the gods, he's even wearing technologically enhanced armor. Please continue. As I said, we are not much for open conflict. Well, what we need you to do is meet with him and convince him to give us the gem and then leave peacefully. This is no longer the place for him. I will give you a robe of fire resistance in consideration for your help in this matter. What if he will not listen to reason? My only concern is the retrieval of the gem. What if he becomes violent? My only concern is the retrieval of the gem. I do not care whether he accepts his fate or not. It is his fate nonetheless. Albert knew the risks when he volunteered. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting that reference here, Tiny Train. Greetings, mistress. May I ask what college you mastered? I am Nafta, Mistress of Fire. How do you feel about the spread of technology? That plague should be scorched from the land. I cannot believe that we allow a beast that weakens our own powers to go unchecked. It is preposterous. I doubt the masses would enjoy being scorched, madam. I have no care for common filth. I believe I'm finished speaking with you. Goodbye. Good. Great chat there. Wonderful chat. You two seem pretty important. Not going to speak to you right now. I'm going to talk to everyone else. There is an air elemental here. And no person. Cool. There's someone here. Orcish scum. I don't speak with your kind. Forgive me for any offense, great mage. May I as your name? May I as your name? Traditional to as one's name. Oh, a tupo. I am Miss Cassandra Jonathan, Mistress of Innovation. How may I enlighten you? Do you feel threatened by the advancement of technology? Threatened? Oh no, oh no. Please recall that the immeasurable force we call magic has been with us from the dawn of time. This new technology is merely an incidental attitude. In time you shall see history is recorded as inconsequential. You're incredibly naive if that is what you believe, mage. So you're not wrong. There's you. How do you do, sir? May I ask what you've mastered? Mistress of Conveyance. What do you think about the advance of technology? Threatened? Oh, no. Great. So you have the same idea. Thanks, Thriftland. We still have not found the one we're looking for. This place is huge. And I've still not found the wizard. Yeah, I'm not getting a high opinion of these people. Temporal magic. What do you think of technology? It is an insignificant movement among the lesser races. I have seen nothing on these technologies that would even begin to compete with my abilities. It is nothing more than a passing fancy. Well, I think you're incredibly naive if you think about this. Yay, we're being called late. I've not spoke to them yet. Nope, I want to talk to everyone else first. Like you. Summoning! Howard Summer. Master of the Summoning God. Summer! That cannot possibly be your real name, can it? No, of course not. However, Master Mage can call himself whatever he wishes, do you not agree? Besides, I enjoy the reaction my name causes now. Much more so when I have spoken with a given name, Tom Smith. I see your point. I think you made an excellent choice, Mr. Summer. Is there anything else I can do for you? Nope. You're fun. Like you. Alright. Person here. Phantasms! What do you think about the advancement of technology? Threatened? Hardly. Someday soon, the darkness within the minds of technologists will be dispelled. Then they will remember that true strength follows the way of magic, as it has always been and ever shall be. Yeah, no. Is it you? Necromantic White. What do you think about magic? Not at all, Krathnar. Though attractive, technology will never be able to heal the body to the same degree as magic. As people realize this, they will return to accepting magic as the one true method of healing, leaving technology far behind. No. So yeah, these people are living in their own bubble. What about you? A chromatic black. Threatened? Ha! What do I have to be threatened by? I, who upon a whim can control the very people who create those disdainful contraptions? No, my friend. That madness will surely pass. There's also you. Nature. I have heard much of his technology of late. I certainly do not view it as a threat. It seems like a poor man's magic, if you ask me. It lacks both the strength and the discipline provided by magic. Once people realize this, I doubt that it will exist for long. Okay. Good news, we've nearly talked to everyone. Master of Meta! Finally! Now I can master the meta. I was once a meta chaser. Now I shall be the meta setter. That will be my new pen name. It won't actually be. Do you feel threatened? Threatened? At times, perhaps. All things have a time, Krathnar. I believe the time of magic is drawing to a close, and my time of technology is newly beginning. Saddens me, but I will not change the natural order of things even if I could. But how can you say such a thing? The signs are obvious to those who wish to view them, Krathnar. Sadly, my brethren of Tulla are more content to turn a blind eye to the truth. It will be their undoing. Well, that's your opinion, anyway. Someone with sense! That person knows what's happening. This is interesting. What have you mastered? Ah! Mistress of morphing magic. Do you know of anything that will cure a werewolf, mistress? Ah, but of course. Lycanthrope restorative will cure a poison person who has become infected with a werewolf. It is a very difficult potion to create, taking 7 years to prepare correctly. Making it is closely held secret here in Tulla. May I acquire some? There is a girl in Caledon with the affliction. Oh my! We believe werewolves to be extinct these past few hundred years. There is one batch available in our stores. You may purchase it for 2,000 coin. I'm sorry it is so expensive, but the ingredients and the time required demand that it's so. Well, have the coin. Thank you, Krathnar. Here you are. I pray that you're in time, and that no one has destroyed the girl you are attempting to help. Good luck. Thank you, madam. What do you think of technology? Technology? Only that the unskilled masses are utilizing it to perform great feats and miracles. Things that we have been performing effortlessly for millennia. Such foolish creatures. And common people. So, pretty much, most of the people in this place don't have an eye on what's actually happening outside in the world. Not really. One does, but most don't. And when we come back, folks... By the way, where is this potion? Lycanthrope restorative. First time someone develops techno-magic, this entire culture will explode. Oh yeah. I actually got to make another save for stream end. Because you know what we have done, folks? We got through many mazes, we met Nazrudin, all kinds of cool stuff has happened. Now we're going to talk to more wizards, and we helped a wizard cheat. Aren't we the greatest, the true hero? We're going to have to go to the Void, by the way, at some point. We're going to the Void. We are very close to the end of the game. It's a good thing they still had a cure for something they believe was gone. Yeah, isn't it just? They're like, hey, this thing hasn't existed for thousands, hundreds of years. Still got a cure for it lying around. I mean, that's preparedness right there for you. That is preparedness. By the way, we will be going to Halloween stream. Halloween is playing a game that is definitely not suitable for all people. It's very mature in its themes, quite graphic, so that's a warning for you. And so, thank you ever so much everyone for being here. You're all absolutely amazing and wonderful and fantastic, and I hope you all enjoyed yourself, and I'm very happy that you were all here. Fair enough, TM. You're all absolutely amazing. Couldn't do what I do without you, wouldn't want to. Couple of things I need to quickly talk about before we conclude, and I will try to get these done quickly, because, you know, ran over a little bit. First off, there is my website, Kikoskia.com. You can check out my schedule there, read the Threndy and Dusseldom. You can find links away, can buy my book, Errant Hope. Then there is my Discord. You join a large, thriving community there. Often there if I'm not sleeping, or recording, or streaming, or doing super important stuff. Loads of emotes there, based on Let's Plays and streams past and present. Link your Twitch and Discord together, and you're sub to me on Twitch. You can use the Twitch emotes on Discord, no problem, mate. There's also my Patreon. You can pledge to support me in doing what I do there. There's Let's Play a stream my center behind paywalls, but there is a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you typically don't see, including but not limited to all the editing and compression, test streams and test recordings, and everything that makes all what I do a reality. Did I arrive at the end? I'm afraid you did. I'm afraid you did, but still great to have you here, even if it's just for the ending. But those that do pledge to me and only get a different coloured name on Discord, and my deep and sincere thanks. Especially in these trying times, you also get the ability to vote on upcoming playthroughs when the opportunity arises. Then there is my YouTube, where you can check out all an amazing time. Yeah, there were quite a few mazes. But my YouTube channel is where you can check out all of my content from over 15 years of making stuff. I'm so old. 10,000 plus videos, all my VODs, all my YouTube playlists, all my Let's Plays and everything else. And if you sub to me there and we get to 100,000 YouTube subscribers, I'll do a replay of Terror from the Deep and I'll refresh stream of Wisdom Warriors to Ironsword. If we get to 60,000 though, and every 5k interval afterwards, I'll do a playthrough of a game you all vote for. If we get to 1 million somehow, I'll do those eyelash tutorials that people keep asking about. If we get to 400 Twitch sub points, we're at 244 right now, so 156 left to go. If we get there, I'll do playthrough of both Action 52 games on stream, because apparently I hate myself, and then I will do a playthrough of a game of your choice. Finally, there is my Twitter, or whatever it's called these days, and my other social medias, like my YouTube community tab, there's my Discord, there's an Instagram I rarely post to, and there's also Mastodon. And on the various things there, you can get notifications about when I start streaming, or my Let's Play videos go live, and all kinds of random other stuff. But finally, I need to thank all of you, because seriously, you are all the reason that I can do what I do. You are all fantastic and brilliant and amazing and wonderful, and just so kind and supportive and generous and amazing, and just the reason that this is all possible. You are just absolutely fantastic, and what can I say? Like, I make all that I can to entertain all of you, and I hope to be able to keep doing this for as many years as is possible. As many years as I am able to. You are all just the best. You truly are. So thank you all ever so much. Truly, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hopefully, we'll keep doing this for as long as I'm able. And with your support, that will be possible. And you are the greatest community I've ever been lucky enough to have. So thank you. And whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you achieve everything you set out to do. The next stream is tomorrow, Animal Crossing New Horizons, 2 PM BST. More adorable chill, more adorableness, and just... Did I mention there's adorableness? Because there is. There absolutely is adorableness. And you're all invited. And so, more jitters indeed. And so, I'll get you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. And remember, be nice to each other, everyone, for if everyone is nice to each other, the world would be that much better a place. And we all want that, don't we? I certainly do. And I hope you do too. Later. No, Al, yes, no ecological disasters. You and your conspiracy theories about disasters, honestly.